Greetings everyone, David J. Coon with Qigong Awareness. I'm out here on the beach today in beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina. Technically I'm on Wrightsville Beach. Welcome. I have some questions that I have been asked from some of you at home, and one of the primary ones that I'm going to address here today is, can Qigong strengthen? Is it a strength building practice? Well, I could go on and on about this all day, but we're going to keep this video very short. There's different ways to answer that question. Here's how I'm going to answer the question right now. Number one, the answer is yes. Am I going to build the same exact kind of strength that I'm going to build lifting weights? Yes and no. On one hand, no. If you're 25 years old and you go to the gym and you lift weights, you're going to build a specific kind of muscle, okay? But if you're 60 years old, 50 years old, 40 years old, 80 years old, you probably aren't going to lift weights anyway, and you need to find ways to build strength. Or if you're a weightlifter and you're younger and you've injured yourself, you have to find other ways to build up your strength, not just like in a bench press, but actually your muscles, your tendons, your joints, etc. Okay? Strengthen your legs to get out of bed, all of these kinds of things. Qigong also works as an excellent form of physical therapy. So without further ado, let's go to this technique called horse stance, okay? Not exactly a technique, but a stance. We're going to start with a stance. So I'm going to start to just bend my knees. I do not want to stick my butt out. I want to bring my butt in, but I also don't want to tuck my pelvis forward. I'm trying to find the balance there. And I want to just bring my weight down in sync. If this is bothersome to you, bring your feet in closer. Don't challenge yourself as much. You can also, to help build your strength, stand against a wall and place your back here and stand in this horse stance against the wall, okay? This is an excellent way to cheat for a little while until you build up that strength in your legs. So from here, I'm standing tall. My legs are long, so to speak. My knees, there's no bend in them really. I want to sink and I want to bend my knees. Once I get to this place, I also want to increase my balance and my flexibility a little bit. So I'm just going to rock from one side to the other side. You see I'm pushing one side to the other side? This will give me a sense of balance, which is very important. And balance and strength and coordination are going to come together in any type of movement that you perform. So from this position now, I'm going to elevate my hands and my wrists as if I have puppet strings pulling them up, okay? I'm trying to relax the tension in my shoulders. For a lot of you, that's not going to be easy to do to begin with. I'm raising and elevating by the wrists, okay? From this position, I'm letting my elbows hang down. See that? And then I'm going to turn my hands over and imagine like I'm plugging my fingers in, okay? This is a particular practice called standing like a post. It has other names as well. And I'm trying to keep my spine somewhat straight. To begin with, you're going to find out right away, wow, this Qigong exercise challenges me. Therefore, guess what? Do this for 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, eventually maybe 10 minutes. You're going to bring strength and build strength to your entire body. But to begin with, this one's hard, so then just come back and like shake it out, tap your legs a little bit and free up some of the blood flow and energy flow there, and then just come back to this stance again, a little rock back and forth this way, elevate the wrists, and let's push down like this. This exercise here with just the arms moving is not really going to do much to build your musculature except in your legs, okay? But when we bring it to a position like this and we're hugging the tree, it's another name for this one, I'm attempting to freeze in this posture while trying to remain as relaxed as possible. When I do that, it actually builds the strength, not in just my muscles like in a bench press or a bicep curl, but also these very important parts of our body called tendons, connecting tissues for our joints, muscles, to bone, etc. So we have tendons and we have ligaments. And this one also puts me in the zone. I start getting meditative right away. I will tell you though, many years ago, this practice, go ahead and inhale here, and sweep it away. Exhale through the mouth. Make a little HA sound, little ha. Inhale. And again. All right, this particular exercise was super hard for me. I would just do that literally for like a minute and like I was shaking. So this is an exercise that actually will develop full body strength. Again, it's different than running, it's different than swimming, it's different than weightlifting. But will it build strength in the body? Yes, it absolutely will. You'll build strength in your legs, and as you practice these changing of distribution of weight, you also build bone density. So for example, let's do one brief practice here, short one, but an important one. Bring your feet closer together, and now we're just going to put most of our weight on one leg, okay? So I'm leaning, putting most of my weight on one leg. I'm then going to try a little bit of a balancing exercise by raising this foot. Some of you will have trouble balancing on one foot, so just place your toes for some extra support. But this leg here is not doing very much. This leg is doing the majority of the work. This will build strength and it will actually build bone density, okay? So just by standing here, you can set a timer if you want, you can count to 50 or you can count to 100, okay? And you're just staying there, staying there. When you get a little better at this, you then start trying to practice balancing where you're holding the foot off the ground, okay? That further builds strength, and you can see me wobbling a little bit. I'm shaking a little bit in the sand. This is very good for strengthening the connections called ligaments and tendons there, okay, as well as developing bone density. We're now going to go to the other leg, and you can immediately go to a lifted foot if you desire, or you can touch the toes here, but this is another example of building strength through Qigong. I want to give you, before we go, I want to give you one more practice because this is one of those subjects that people who practice very soft styles of Qigong, they don't really develop the same kind of strength as those who do a little bit more intensity. Okay, so we have kind of more soft styles, and then we have slightly harder styles, okay? So from this position, let's go back out to our horse stance. Let's take a basic exercise we call sometimes the waterfall, okay? You're here, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna go shh, SH sound. Shh. When you do this, notice, you may notice, I'm doing this with a little bit of oomph. It's not like this. It's a little bit of tension in my whole body, and I go shh. And if you could feel my back right now, I'm actually contracting some degree. Shh. The back and the musculature. Shh. Then we come here. Inhale. So does that build strength? It absolutely does. Many people will also ask, how long does it take to feel the results from Qigong? Well, I'm already feeling it. I was feeling it the moment I went into the hugging the tree exercise. That takes a little bit of time, may take you 3, 4, 5 times to practice it. But then you should literally start feeling the effects of it right away, okay? Then from there, you can go to further goals and say, I want to heal X, Y, and Z. Do some more practice, build some more strength, and you can keep working on it. All right? Thanks everybody for tuning in. I will see you sometime in the near future. Come practice with us.